Star Wars can't even top 1 million copies on Blu-ray and DVD. There is a world where Catherine can't. Well, imagine a world where Catherine K didn't ruin Star Wars. Imagine a world where Star Wars was still good. Well, we'll never be able to imagine that world because that world will never happen. But guess what? The Rise of Skywalker is failing on physical media. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker may just be well called a joke. Yesterday I compared it to various Blu-ray movies to come on Blu-ray, and it's doing probably the same way as all the probably still being beaten by Endgame, The Last Jedi, and various other movies. The Rise of Skywalker is a special kind of disappointment. And you'll still have people who will still defend this movie, and say, oh, because of Disney Plus. That's the only reason why Rise of Skywalker isn't selling. Well, the reason why it's not selling is because people didn't like Rise of Skywalker. All you have to do is just use your brain to realize that. Of course, the critics will say, of course, the media will say, oh, people liked Rise of Skywalker, okay? But in reality, it had a mixed reception, okay? Don't look at the boxed IMDb scores, and especially the 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. The Blu-ray sales show whether people like a movie or not. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is one of those movies that people just do not like. And I can go over the other movies, but Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is the most important movie to talk about. Because Star Wars is the 5th highest grossing media franchise of all time. But somehow, Kathleen Kennedy managed to screw up Star Wars. Managed to screw up a franchise that millions of people loved, and now is a dead franchise. It just seems that we won. We have all won. The fans have won. If you look at Frozen 2 versus The Rise of Skywalker, Frozen 2 sold 1.6 million copies. So let's assume that Frozen 2 will probably reach 3.3 million by the end of April. Well, The Rise of Skywalker by the end of its second month will only sell a paltry 1.6 million. Yes, The Rise of Skywalker with the worst characters from Star Wars is gonna continue on flopping. And it's really only Kathleen Kennedy's fault to really blame for this. If you look at movies like Joker has been doing pretty well, but not Star Wars. Joker will probably be outragging Joker to the end of the day. Even John Wick Chapter 3 will probably outrage Star Wars to the end of the day. John Wick has been a success on Blu-ray. And yeah, if you look at John Wick's sales, it is around the same as Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. But unlike Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, it won't have those legs to show it. It actually sold more copies on the physical media than Rise of Skywalker did on its first week. That can show you which franchise people like more. And let's not forget the franchises that the critics tried to shut down, the movies that the critics tried to shut down, but they're still doing really well, such as Midway, Rambo Last Blood, and Zombieland Double Tap. Still being out Dark Fate, a movie that the critics said was amazing, like the new Star Wars movies that really were not that amazing. Even movies like, and yeah, if you look at The Rise of Skywalker compared to even the worst of the MCU like Captain Marvel, it is still a joke to Rise of Skywalker. The fact that this is being outsold by freaking Captain Marvel, a movie that made less money, is actually doing on par with John Wick Chapter 3. It's just absolutely just funny to watch. This is one of the highest grossing franchises. This is one of the most beloved franchises, and it can't even crack 1 million copies first week. Of course, there'll be those digital tards always saying, oh my god, it's because of digital. People will be buying it on digital. Come on, digital, okay? But we all know why The Rise of Skywalker is a failure. If you look at Solo, let's even compare it to Solo, a Star Wars story. Yes, the Star Wars movie that no one likes. And The Last Jedi. Okay? The Last Jedi sold like 2 million copies, okay? But Solo, no way, Jose. Solo did not sell at all. Solo was a box office failure. And the fact that The Rise of Skywalker is doing very similar to Solo, a Star Wars story. The fact that this movie is on par with Solo, a Star Wars story. A movie like Solo, a Star Wars story is on par with The Rise of Skywalker. The rise of a failure, what it really be called. The rise of a nothing. Well, all we have to do is look at Solo sales. Well, if you look at the sales of Rise of Skywalker and Solo, Even Solo sold more copies than The Rise of Skywalker. Even Solo, the worst Star Wars, the most forgettable Star Wars movie, sold more copies. Sold more copies than The Rise of Skywalker as well. The Rise of Skywalker should be called The Rise of a Failure, because that's what this movie should really is. It's a failure. It's a pile of crap. It's a pile of garbage that nobody wants in the house. No one wants The Rise of Skywalker in the house because everybody knows that movie is a pile of shit anyways. And you still have the defenders of The Rise of Skywalker come out and say it's an amazing movie. But they're so far and few in between. And yes, this was the same year that Infinity War, movies like Infinity War came out. And look at this. Solo Star Wars story outsold Rise of Skywalker. Yes, Solo Star Wars story outsold The Rise of Skywalker. If this wants to show you the state of the Star Wars franchise, I don't even need this. It's just pathetic, the state of Star Wars at this day and age. Solo Star Wars story is even outselling The Rise of Skywalker. Even Solo is outselling The Rise of Skywalker. And that is pathetic. And even the worst of movies are outselling The Rise of Skywalker. Even the worst sequels are outselling The Rise of Skywalker. It just shows that The Rise of Skywalker is nothing but a failure. And yeah, that's basically it. Goodbye.